Okay, let's go over what you just finished, okay? Number 1, try and be at the office at about 7 o'clock. Well, we want to take the and change it to. Try to be at the office at 7 o'clock, okay? Number 2, all the family except Zane was at the picnic besides the river. Well, it's not except, it's except, E-X-C-E-P-T, not besides, but beside. Besides with an S means in addition to. We're going to add to this. We're not adding to the river. We're next to it. I divided the apple between my 4 younger brothers. If there's 4, we have to use the word among. Number 4, if you had have considered your financial situation, you would not have made purchases. Okay, what's wrong with that sentence? We did not use the preposition of. If you had considered is the verb there, okay? The second part of that sentence, made purchases amounting up to so much money. What should it be? Just amounting to. Take the word up out. Number 5, outside of the door was the tool you could have used. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get rid of those ups. Outside the door was the tool you could have used. Number 6, a young man standing beside the counter wished to know where the next bus was going to. Was going. You want to get rid of the to. Number 7, about halfway through the program, Joseph will accept the award, A-C-C-E-P-T. Be sure to divide the reward evenly between Ben and me. It's only 2, so we use the word between. Besides our taxes, we also had to pay a bill which amounted to $50. Number 10, you should have taken your bicycle into the garage before the storm, Eric. Okay, let's look at page 197. We're going to review all the parts of speech. As you can tell, we're getting ready for a chapter test. Then we're going to have our unit test, and then it'll be time for the final. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's look at number 1. What is a word that modifies a verb or an adjective? Number 1 is an adverb. An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or what? Another adverb. Number 2, what is a word that takes the place of a noun? It is a pronoun. Good. Number 3, what is a word that shows how a noun is related to some other word in the sentence? It is a preposition. A preposition shows how a noun or a what? Or a pronoun is related to another word in the sentence. Number 4, what kind of word is used to modify a pronoun? An adjective. An adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. What kind of word is a word that shows blank or links the word to the subject, helps another verb, or merely indicates its existence? That would be a what? A verb. A verb is a word that shows action. Okay? Number 6, blank is a blank word that is not related to any word in the sentence. So what's not related to our sentence? An interjection. An interjection is what kind of word? It shows strong emotion. So what's the word we learned in grammar for that? Exclamatory. The interjection is an exclamatory word that does not relate to any word in the sentence. Number 7, a blank is a word that names a blank thing or an idea. So what is it first? It's a noun. So a noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Number 8, blank is a word that joins groups of words. A conjunction. A conjunction is a word that joins words or groups of words. Now, I hope that wasn't difficult because I'm going to tell you up front, you're going to have all those questions again multiple times on quizzes, on worksheets, on your test, and then, of course, we're going to need to apply them. Let's look at the board. I've written on the board what you have in your book, okay? We're looking at exercise B. Identify the words, the italicized word, as a noun, a pronoun, or an adjective. Now remember, if it's a noun, it's a person, place, thing, or idea. If it's an adjective, it has to have a noun after it, okay? All right, now we have the word either. Either of the books will supply the information that you need. The very first thing I taught you to do was to find your prepositional phrases when we're analyzing. So we're going to say, of the books, okay? What's the verb? Will supply. Who or what will supply? Either. So either is a what? Is it a pronoun? Is it a noun? Or is it an adjective? Well, it's not an adjective because it doesn't have a noun after it. So it's either a noun or a pronoun. Is it on our handy dandy little list that we memorized? It is. So it's a pronoun because it's taking the place of a noun. Look at number 2. Either blouse would look good with that skirt, Michelle. Okay? We have the word either that we're looking at, and what comes after it? A noun. Either blouse. Which blouse? Either blouse. So what does either do? It describes the blouse, so it is a adjective. Okay? Look at number 3. Her dress looks like what the pilgrims wore. Okay? Well, what's our verb? Looks. Who or what looks? Dress looks. By the way, that's not an action, that's a linking verb. Okay? Looks. Dress looks. So dress is it's a noun. It's what she's wearing. Okay? She's wearing a dress. Look at the next one. The dress rehearsal will be held Friday night after dinner. Okay? Who or what will be held? The rehearsal will be held. What kind of rehearsal is it? It is a dress rehearsal. So dress tells me what kind of rehearsal, so it is an adjective. Look at the next one. I will enjoy the evening services. Misread that. I enjoy the evening services on Sunday best of all. Well, we have the word that we're looking for here is evening. What kind of services were they? They were the evening services. Evening tells us about services, so evening is a adjective. Look at the next one. In the South Scottish moorlands, the fog rises in the evening and obscures all visibility. What is evening? Give you a second to look at that. Evening, if you look at that, in the evening is a prepositional phrase. So evening is a preposition, is going to be part of our preposition, but it's not the preposition, it's the object of the preposition. So is it a noun or is it a pronoun? It is a noun. Please hand a copy of this form to each student as he comes in. Okay? I ran out of boardroom, so we have to look in our book. Okay, please hand a copy of this form to each student as he comes in. Okay, we're going to hand. What are we going to hand? We're going to hand a copy to who? To the student. Which students? To each student. Since it tells us which students, which ones, it's an adjective. Number 8, each of us made a comment on the poem we had just read, okay? who made a comment? Each. Each made a comment, okay? So each is the subject, so it's either gonna be a noun or a pronoun, correct? Which one is it? Is that the noun? Can I touch an each? Or is that word taking the place of? In other words, could I replace it with the word students? The students made a comment. Sure. So that is a pronoun. We are getting ready for a test, as you know. I've already said that multiple times to you. I want you today to do exercise C in your book as you prepare for this test. Just exercise C on page 198. We'll check it next class.